is Muzikheadz, baby.
All right, you here on the Muzikheadz, the podcast, the topic right here with your host, High Pro, and my co-host, Lena Lowe, the beautiful Lena Lowe. We got here today, Jonah, also known as RNJ, a young rapper here with new fresh talent out the Bay Area. And so, as your host, we usually start off with you telling us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and where did you grow up, and things of that nature. So, can we touch on some of that?
Yeah, of course. Good job, this is RNJ. I'm actually from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I actually moved out to the Bay Area when I was about 17 years old. So I've been here ever since. Growing up in Fayetteville, coming over here to starting off in Fairfield, got some time in Vallejo, and then San Francisco, and now right here based in Oakland.
Okay, so you did a lot of moving around. How was that for you as an artist?
Definitely a lot, but you kind of use like all those different areas of exposure as influence on you.
Okay. Interesting.
So, who inspired you growing up musically? Who motivated you?
Definitely my cousin Joe. He actually is the one who put me on to rap.
Shout out to Joe.
Yeah, exactly. We were out in Philly, he put on Lil Wayne's Carter 3, and then since then, I realized this is all I wanted to do.
Okay, sounds interesting. So you're a big fan of Wayne, as most of us are. I get that part.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what brought you to the Bay Area?
So my family's actually military, and so we definitely did a lot of traveling. Exactly.
Okay. And when you got out here, you're kind of like, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to start my music career.
Yeah, this definitely has been like a place of like straight opportunity, and we've been here ever since.
Okay. And what do you feel about the Bay Area music scene?
Oh yeah, honestly, this is a great scene for it. The culture is ingrained for it. You know what I mean? Like everywhere you like this, the Bay Area has its own like certain signature for it, and so
like a hub of a variety of things.
a hub of creativity. Yeah.
If to say that, yeah. So I heard you say so poet. You said or both, poet and artist.
So I'm an artist. I'm actually a rapper. I do sing a little bit, but I'm also an actor as well.
Okay. Oh, and you're doing your acting thing. Shout out to that. Y'all be checking for
you're
Jonah.
represented by Models Inc. Talent Agency.
Yeah.
So how is that working with them?
Oh, they have been nothing but fantastic. Like Brady and Sherry, they are. I was to credit them for making me believe that dreams do come true. Like they've been nothing but wonderful to work with, and I'm truly grateful to be a part of their team.
Do you see yourself expanding from music into, say, TV or movies, things like that?
Definitely that. Yeah, I'm actually starting to make films myself.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and hope that you guys see the influence from like film into my music videos. And
have you worked with other artists out here, or are there artists that you want to work with?
Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm currently doing a collaborative project with Bonnie Darko. We're actually coming out with we're actually coming out with a collaborative EP called Break the Algorithm. It's actually releasing on April 22nd.
Okay, great.
Was that some of the music that I heard when we were at the Love Cafe, or?
Oh no, that's actually my own tracks.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to that. It's clean. It's dope. So you said you moved around a lot. So where have you caught more footage at here in the Bay Area? You said you were in Fairfield, which is up north of here, and then so where you reside now? In Oakland, right?
Right now I'm in Oakland. Yeah.
Okay. So what was more influential? Now I shouldn't really say influential, but also influential. What worked for you to where it kind of flowed a little bit better? Was it Fairfield, Oakland, here in the city?
Like, where do you feel you're getting more exposure?
Yes, more
in
traction.
music? Yeah.
I feel like I've been getting the most traction out in San Francisco. I think definitely like being in that area, definitely I was given the opportunity to meet so many different people. As well as coming out to Oakland, so being able to travel back and forth has been nothing but exponential growth.
Right, to collaborate with other people, meet other creatives, and kind of set up different projects and collaborations.
Definitely.
That's cool. So what other events and projects do you have coming up?
Cool. So for music, like I said, the project with Bonnie Docker that we're finishing up. I'm actually kind of putting together my own project right now. Like I have a lot of music that I haven't released, and I realized that I have no reason not to release it. So
Yeah, definitely.
after the rollout with me and Bonnie Darko's project, I'm actually putting together a hits on the hard drive project.
Okay.
Because there's no reason not to have your music out there, especially when it's over the
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you go through any distribution companies or any digital platforms that distribute your music?
Yeah. So currently I'm using Venice Music.
Okay.
So that's the DSP I've been using.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about that. What is that?
Cool. So they're a digital service provider. They've allowed me to release music, have it listenable on all streaming platforms. They've been pretty cool. They've been actually have resources for marketing your project, as well as having people review your music as well. So it's actually been quite helpful to have.
So it basically kind of, I wouldn't say hold your hand, but kind of like something of that nature.
Yeah. They give support to the artists as far as like getting them out there and putting them on the platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, so far it's been very artist friendly.
Yeah, that's cool. And tell them a little bit about the events you have that you're going to be coming up. That's what we have some events coming up and performances. So
Yeah, where
Oh,
people
yeah.
could check for you at.
Okay, so currently I'm actually getting ready for the Brooklyn and Friends Autism Awareness Festival. That's happening on April 26th in Fort Costa, California, at the Warehouse Cafe. I was here for friends, kind of met them. We actually shot the music video at the Warehouse Cafe, and that's actually how we met them. We were actually asked to create a song for autism awareness, and so we're actually going to be performing that song there that day.
Oh, it's an amazing cause. Okay, that's really great. So those of you out there, as you got the information, we would love for you guys to check those things out, and if there any way that you can come out and support, we have anybody that's involved with that. I mean, as before this interview is over, we'll dig into that a little bit more. So that's something new. That with your distribution thing, I'm just interested in that because a lot of people use DistroKid. Are you aware of DistroKid?
I don't wear DistroKid. I used to use them.
All right, yeah. So, but I was just
so that the DSP
tell us a little bit more about the
platform.
DSP. How does that work?
Yeah, definitely. As far as like getting in touch with them if something does arrive, the customer service has been well. They've been good at keeping in contact with them. And so far I've had nothing but good things to say about them.
Okay. So that's a good. So as you see, it's another platform that you guys can use also to get your music distributed. You already hear from Jonah. Yeah. So where did you come up with the name of the rapper Jonah?
RNJ. So I came up with that because I feel like we kind of don't like accept parts of ourselves. So I feel like me being a rapper is just a part of myself. So I just put in my name that this is just a part of who I am. RNJ, the rapper named Jonah.
And the RNJ is abbreviation for the rap name. I like that name.
Thank you.
So when I first met you, I said, "Oh, that's dope." I thought it was, you hear the Chance the Rapper and so you don't. So people are afraid to use, like you just said. You want to use all parts of your creativity and let people know. So I just wanted to say that I thought that was a pretty dope name. I like that, and you should use it too.
Thank you.
I like the RNJ too, but I like the rapper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So.
So tell us what's on your playlist? Who do you have on your playlist?
My playlist right now.
Yes.
So I listen to a lot of the internet. It's like one of my favorite bands. I listen to a lot of Willow.
Yeah.
Definitely say Mac Miller is one of my favorite artists.
Okay. Mac Miller. Shout out to Mac Miller.
Yeah, rest up to Mac Miller.
A very young, prolific young. I don't want to stab into internet is one of my favorites.
Yes.
I never get to say that, but internet is one of my favorites. If you guys aren't familiar with internet, you need to check in and tap in and go. Their music is everywhere. They also have videos to what's my girl's name? Sid the Kid. Check out Sid the Kid and their live band and they're dope. They're an amazing band for you guys that haven't heard them before or whatever. Check their music out. Yeah, so you got good music taste here. So because that's the thing that that's a thing we ask here. Like, what's on? That's my go-to words is what's on your playlist. So okay, you asked that. And is there any others you want to add? Is that too large of a scale?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, K-Dot.
J. Cole. Yeah. So.
All right.
Top 5.
The top 5.
Yeah. Do you listen to any Bay Area artists from out here?
Yeah, I like I Am Sue, Rex Life Raj, Seiji Yoda. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the so you said back east, right? That's where you're originally from.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Excuse me, but which would be back east, but south.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be a difference in the music culture there and here?
I would say definitely it's more prolific out here, like at least in my experience, definitely more of that. I would say the sound you guys have is completely different. Like when I come out here, it's as if I stepped into a whole new world. So that's what I would say.
It's kind of more of a variety out here, I think.
Yeah, I'll feel that way, yeah.
Yeah, because I think, well, definitely out here in the Bay, we're independent. So artists don't like to keep themselves in a box. And I think when people come from other places, they see that they can really open up and kind of like expand their creativity and don't have to conform to maybe where they're from. You feel like that you're able really to express yourself more?
Yeah, I feel like because there's so much different angles like of the Bay out here, that's why we feel like I want to say open up to different directions.
Which is true, yeah, because you'll have Vallejo have their own sound, Oakland has their own sound, San Francisco. You kind of fit and maneuver anywhere you want to. So where do you see your career going? Where do you kind of want to be in the next maybe 5 years?
Honestly, one of my goals, like I always told myself, was to win a Grammy, just to say that I got to that level.
Right.
And is that a rapper, an actor, a director, or it doesn't matter? You'll take any one of those?
I just see myself as a general artist,
Right.
so I feel like I can reach that level regardless of which one I'm doing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, like I tell people, just be great, and all the other things are gonna follow.
Oh,
You know,
just be
I
yourself.
tell everybody that sometimes your traction it might seem like I use this. People to gain traction a lot of times is just doing it.
Exactly.
Some people don't make excuses for being you. Don't make excuses for your creativity that others may not understand. Because a lot of times people, a lot of our favorite artists, it took them a long time to break. So never be discouraged. And like I said, be great, be your great you. And the people understand. They'll follow. They'll feel your vibe. They'll catch on.
You're gonna have fans that connect with you, definitely.
You will.
So,
That's the goal,
yeah, well, we definitely appreciate you being a part of this podcast and this topic. And,
Amazing for bringing you in here. People like, man. I know it's been. I know we had a little. We were teetering back and forth trying to get a date and a time and a location and things, but it's
busy,
beautiful
so
out
we
here.
understand.
He's a busy man here, and so
definitely. So where can people find you? What are your social links?
So you can find me on all social platforms at rapper named Jonah, and on my website rnjwebsite.com.
All right. So before you get off here, I would like to say, I want to just ask you. So is there anybody you want to shout out for your squad that people should check for, like your immediates, like people like that you're working with on projects? Anybody that you like, And for instance, make sure you shout her out.
So definitely, shout out Bonnie Darko. Definitely been a great collaborative partner in this journey. Shout out Erratic Studios. Erratic's been my mentor from the beginning, and none of this would have been possible without him.
All right. So this has been a great interview. We appreciate you for pulling up, for having you here. We got here once again on our outro. We got the rapper named Jonah that goes by RNJ. Stay tuned, and you guys go check for RNJ and Bonnie Darko and the rest of the people that's in the squad, that's in their hub. They got new and great and wonderful things happening for them here in 25, and you check for them. Here we are, and I'm your host, High Pro, here with my co-host, the beautiful Lena Lowe, and we appreciate you guys for pulling up. Thank you. It's been an amazing interview with you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
All right.